So mama doliga nyava. Jelly komi glativa. Hinda yepe I wish nyava. If I talk it for she know the talking nyava. But yeah,
Sierra Leonean actor Nohmi George stars in the new Nollywood film Rich Mum, Poor Mum, which is out now. Kao Denero appeared on a radio interview yesterday, Friday, to promote his upcoming official album release in Freetown. He also tackled pressing questions and criticisms regarding his role as the ambassador of entertainment.
Thankful to be alive, Any day adding to your life, you have to be thankful to the Creator. So, very excited, happy to be here.
Okay, so let's get right into it. The album, Heroes.
Right.
Heroes. Why Heroes?
Well, I'm a firm believer that, as you grow, you gotta, as a creative individual, you gotta make music that fits your age. You gotta make intellectual music. People's perspective change. When I was like 21, 20, I was thinking about 21, 20-year-old people thinking.
Yes.
The concept, the music I was making. So as I grow, my first kid is in the university now. She's in Georgia State. I cannot be seen or heard making some kind of, nonsensical music. So Heroes, and I'm a historian. I would consider myself to be an historian.
Okay.
I love history. I love to research. Throughout the years, I have some heroes. I have people that I look up to. I believe in the ideology of a one Africa, the Pan-Africanism approach. So I always, like people that's been following my career, they can attest to that, my past records, I always do songs that touch on that subject.
Okay.
So I wanted to do a whole album that I can dedicate to that. And Heroes is that album, where I touched on a lot of great people like Marcus Garvey, Bob Marley, Steve Biko, people like Thomas Sankara. We have a Sierra Leonean hero, Strasser, people of that magnitude. So I put this project together and it was well received, globally, locally, everybody that's about something, felt the album. So that's how Hero came about.
Okay, I mean to understand you had a lunch at the UK, right?
Definitely.
All right. So tell us about that event.
Well, I believe when you put out great content, you always attract, different individuals. So I was contacted by some promoters in the UK that they wanted to be the first to really unleash the album. They were like the song that just played for You Sick. It's a big song in London.
Okay.
A lot of people are feeling it in the UK.
Yeah.
So I was invited for an event. We did it at the Lighthouse. It was very successful. Like my people in the UK came out, supported. That was my first time in London actually,
Oh, really?
So it felt good, I was embraced. And after that I came back, I did the university public lectures at the FBC, which was phenomenal, all of that, I was trying to, change the narrative that entertainers are not intellect, entertainers are not intelligent, dropouts. I wanted to just show and prove so people can understand that, we might be doing music because it's passion for us, some of us, but we can really venture into other areas if we choose to, I am very knowledgeable. Let me speak for myself.
Yes.
So I did that thing at the Frobe College. I did the public lectures, which was very dope. A lot of university students embraced it and loved it and enjoyed it. So because of the rains, I haven't really got the chance to really perform the Heroes album for my fans in Sierra Leone, because the raining season had just started when I released it. So I think it's about that time now.
It's about time.
Yes.
So now talk us through the creative process for this album. How long did it take to produce and what was your inspiration? Of course, you've talked a little bit about, the heroes, but get us into in-depth.
Well, there was a time when I was posting through my social media platforms that, I'll be doing 2 albums. I will be doing an album, a self-titled album, Amara, and I will be dropping a Heroes project. But I was a little iffy with the Heroes project because, a lot of people that speak on knowledge always becomes a target, down the line.
Why is that?
Well, it's just a cliche. I don't know if it's a cliche. I don't know what you can call it. But if you're a person that study history and you study things, you know, I don't know if it's like a global agenda, for the wisdom and the knowledge to be suppressed, for us just to dance our pain away. So I was a little skeptical to approach the Heroes album, but then I built up my mind after the success of For You Sake, the song with Fine Face. That's what, like, I had something inside telling me that it's time for a new album, the fans. And I just didn't want people to feel like because I'm the entertainment ambassador, I lost my talent or I cannot put out some great content. Because usually that's what happens,
Yeah.
So I'm very, like, resistant towards that, and I had to prove. I never believe in living on past glory. You know what I mean? You have some artists that just believe on past glory. They perform their old songs, 20 years old, 15-year-old songs. That's what they're still surviving off. I believe in what have you done today? So for me to stand on that, I had to go back to the studio. I think it took me like at least a month or two to finish this album.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I have great producers on the album. Shout out to Lord Mo, the Golden Fingers, who is a good friend. He has been always, hitting me on my back like, Kyle, we need to get back to the studio. If you don't put out content, the industry is kind of slow. Things are slowing down. You have to keep putting out content. So, we put this project together, and I think it's well received. I think it served its purpose, and I think it's going to go places. I look at it like it's just the beginning, 15 tracks on the project. There's more to be done. I'm shooting videos now.
Okay.
Actually, I just shot the video for Get to Africa and Think About It, the intro to the album, which I will be dropping soon, hopefully. Maybe this Saturday I'll drop Think About It.
Okay.
I shot Coming to America, which is like an international hip-hop record. I got the idea from the movie Coming to America.
Okay.
So watch out for a lot of great things from the Heroes Project.
Oh, right. Of course, you featured some artists.
Yes.
So talk to us about the selection process. Why those artists?
Well, there's always like grumblings about, veteran artists not helping the young guys coming up.
Yeah.
And I feel it's disingenuous to me, to somebody like myself, because I feel there was a time, if anybody like can remember, there was a time when I had like 11 artists in Black Leo. When I tour with the whole team. I will say I'm the first person in the Sierra Leone music space that started doing that. So when people usually be like, oh, you don't help the young artists or you try to block the young artists, I feel like, it's very disingenuous to me. So when I had the opportunity, I have this platform. I always love to share my platform with others.
Yeah.
That has been me from the get-go. I don't believe in just shining alone. I believe in, opening doors for other people. That's what I did with iTribe. That's what I did with Problem M, with Super Large, with Kendi, with GP, with Fine Face, etc., etc., So I felt like this album, I had to give chance to the younger guys coming up. That's why you heard me on a song with Stex, who's a young rapper, Chop Life. You heard me on the song with Mus B, Kill. You heard me on a song along with Kel Tony, Tonight. So I wanted to expose the new set of artists that are coming up, give them my platform, share it with them, and let's all grow and build together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I believe that true success is impacting others.
Definitely.
Yeah. So now, how does the culture of Sierra Leone influence your work? Do you incorporate some traditional elements into your work?
Well, my producers are Sierra Leoneans, so that on its own, self-explanatory. It tells you that I keep it Sierra Leone, because it's hardly you hear Kao Denero working with another producer from a different country. I have access to them, but when I work on my project, I always want to show and prove that we have great talent here, whether it's production, because I hate the narrative of people thinking that anything Sierra Leonean is less advanced, it's less developed, it's mediocre. I don't believe that. This whole Heroes album was recorded here in Sierra Leone, in Freetown, mixed and mastered here. People tend to believe that you have to go to Nigeria to do great things. You have to go to Ghana. No, you know, as long as you know what you're doing and you're committed to the work that you're putting together, I think it'll take you places. You know, that's why sonically, you know, unless you're a hater or you're somebody that just want to criticize, you know, which is something that Sierra Leoneans do exceptionally, but you'll hear sonically that the Heroes album is something well mixed and mastered. It's well put in place, you know, because we spent time. Actually, I spent more time mixing and mastering the album than recording it. Yeah, we spent more time with Bash, the guy that mixed and mastered the album.
Yes.
We spent more time mixing and mastering the project than while I was recording it.
Yeah.
So, you know, when it comes to the instrumentation, thinking about Sierra Leone traditional instruments to be there, maybe it's not significant on the sound. You might not hear it off the gate, but the producers are Sierra Leoneans, and definitely what they're playing is what they learned here in Sierra Leone. So it's a Sierra Leonean sound. It's just a global sound.
Okay.
Global Sierra Leonean sound.
Yes, I love that. We have to be proud of our own.
Definitely.
And if we don't push ours, nobody's going to help us to push it out. So now, how does your role as an entertainment ambassador influence your music? Do you feel added responsibility when representing your country on a global stage?
No, I feel like it falls right in my domain. This is what I've been doing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, even just being Kao Denero before I was the ambassador, I've been an ambassador. You know what I mean? Like indirectly. Because what I was doing traveling to Australia is representing Sierra Leone, the image of Sierra Leone. When I went to Europe touring, that's what I was doing. When I went to Jamaica, worked with Busy Signal. That's what I did. So my whole career, my life, when I became Kao Denero, has been an ambassador for the country, you know, and I'm always obliged. I feel obligated that, you know, my responsibilities for Africa to recognize Sierra Leone for some good things, for some great things, you know, because usually the message has been, you know, where the negatives has been the only situation that we are known for. So how can I change that musically? That has been my task, you know, and bring opportunities as well, you know, the best way that I can or that I could. Like recently, if you follow in the news, you know, my role has been to be knocking on doors, knock on the government doors, you know, for opportunities for the entertainers, see how best we can help other entertainers. You know, recently we succeeded through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Shout out to the minister, you know, Honorable Musa, you know, Timothy Kaba. He assisted the entertainment industry along with myself. We facilitated in getting some visas for some entertainers who have recently traveled to the United States.
Amazing.
So, you know, things of that nature. And, you know, we're looking for more opportunities to see how best we can help entertainers.
Beautiful, beautiful. In your position, you might probably have more access to resources and platforms compared to other artists. How do you navigate criticism regarding favoritism or inequality in the industry? Some might think.
Well, I learned one thing, that you cannot please everyone. There's nothing you can do that you can like please everyone. There's always going to be somebody that's going to point a finger that, oh, I'm left out. I feel rejected. Oh, I'm not considered. You know, it comes with the territory of leadership and being in control or having responsibility, you know. But I feel like, you know, what I always believe in is my conscience. As long as my conscience is good,
you right.
Exactly, it serves me right, I feel like I did the right thing. You know, I always believe there's always time for something else, you know. Like things cannot happen right now. Maybe you're not on this list. Maybe you're not considered this time, but you never know what might happen the next time. There's always a next time, you know. There was a time when, like, you know, shout out to Collabo. He assisted about 15 artists, you know, that went to the States. You know, I give him credit for that. You know, changed a lot of people's lives. You know, that doesn't mean that the whole Sierra Leone went on that trip. There were like people that was left out, you know what I mean? So it's the same thing, but at least those people that went to the States, they are out of the picture, they are out of the list. Now their lives have changed. Let's give chance to other people as well, you know, so we can impact their lives, you know, and tomorrow can be another group that can be impacted. So it's definitely not out of sentiment. When I do my thing, that's why it hurts me sometimes when people feel like, oh, Kyle, you know, you are probably biased, or like, no. I randomly feel, and the people that I always try to impact, I feel like they merit it, they
Mm.
deserve it, for one reason or the other.
Okay.
They actually they pay their dues to get what they are getting.
Okay. Beautiful. So now, as an ambassador, how do you balance your role with regards the demands of your music? Do you feel pressured to put your public responsibilities before your artistic goals?
No, no. I feel
Mm.
like music is my passion.
Mhm.
Music is what got me to becoming an ambassador.
Mm.
So that's the first acknowledgement that I actually considered when I was made an ambassador, that I should never drop the ball. I should never really just ignore my career,
Yeah.
I have a lot of fans, fortunately, in Sierra Leone,
Mhm.
that look forward to me entertaining them with my music and my art,
Mhm.
so I cannot really just turn my back from those guys. I always got to give them content, and that's what I've been doing.
Mhm.
But, in the States, we learned something about multitasking. You can do two things. You can work and chew at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So basically, that's what I believe in,
Mhm.
and I've been doing good at it. Being the entertainment ambassador and still juggling with my music career. It's a lot of work. I'll tell you that much. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of stress, but I think I'm built for it. I've always been a soldier. I've always been somebody that faced obstacles and faced them head on. So I really don't shy away from challenges. Because my whole life has been challenges.
Mhm.
So it comes with the territory, and I'm used to it, and I'm ready for it. And the only thing is the misconception of people thinking that it's all good and well, like saying that, thinking that I have funding. Actually, my appointment doesn't come with no funding.
Mm.
As a special envoy, you are not funded. As being the entertainment ambassador, that is the only difficult part I've been dealing with. But I cannot fault the government because that's how it's designed.
Okay.
We have to really go back to the drawing board and probably redesign it, because the expectations are high.
Hi.
I'm being crucified out there in the public space. People thinking that it's so, I have this, I'm getting this much salary, I have this much budget, why I'm not doing this, why I'm not doing that. But I feel like it's not in my place to come and start explaining to everyone.
everybody,
The ones
yeah.
that knows
Mhm.
that, okay, Kao Denero is really not receiving like government funds every year, like a yearly budget
Mhm.
to run this entertainment thing. Until that changes, then people can hold me accountable. But for now, I've been stoned, like public ridicule, being stoned. But that's not the case. So I want them to understand that. And it's not a fault on the government side or the public side. It's just the way it's designed. I'm a special envoy, and I don't receive no yearly budget to do any activities. I might advocate for certain things that, I want to do so and so. I want to do a National Entertainment Awards. Maybe I get a little bit of support here, a little bit of support there, but that's about it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, with all of what you just said, how do you manage it? Where do you pull funds from to do what you're doing as an ambassador? How do you manage it?
Well, that's why I'm not doing much. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not doing much. But I'm doing much in the sense of the music. I put out an album, and I'm advocating. Most of my role is advocacy. See how best I can provide opportunities for artists to travel and do some other things, It can be like, there's so much great ideas. I believe that, really, really, that need to be funded
Mhm.
for things to change, the creative art industry, for it to really pick up, but to each his own. Some people have different ways of doing different things, approaching different things. I still feel like I'm satisfied with my role. I'm doing the best I can. November 2nd is going to be incredible at the Sugarland Beach. And I have a show, an event in the DMV in Maryland
Okay.
on October 12th. So I'm very excited about that. Hopefully things will change and things will develop in the near future, but I'm okay.
You're okay.
Yeah.
All right. Still on this matter, a little bit more. Yeah. Don't you think with your role, if you knock on some of these doors, don't you think they would open up to you and give a helping hand? Have you tried that? Have you explored such
What doors? Because there's different doors.
companies?
Don't you think I've already did that
That's why I'm asking.
several times?
And what
Several
has the
times.
response been like?
It's been, I would say, not too successful, like the way I would want it to be. I don't know what's the problem, but I think some of the problem comes from the disunity in the industry. You know, there's a lot of artists that don't accept me being the entertainment ambassador. So subconsciously they act like they are ambassadors themselves. So they will come for the same opportunities I was supposed to get for the industry, for us. People are very selfish. They think self. I'd rather go get it by myself. And that means when I come, I will have to down talk or downplay the entertainment ambassador to succeed, to get what I get. There's a lot of that going on. So, and there's a lot of sentiments. Oh, I'm cool with this person, so I rather support this artist. I rather work with this artist. Leaving the rightful person to work with, that can bring it for the whole industry. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of that going on. If we are united as one team and, we speak with one voice, I think companies will get to understand that the rightful person to work with is the entertainment ambassador when it comes to the creative industry, But it's random. People do it. Companies do it. People of higher authority do it. They engage different people in the industry, leaving out the entertainment ambassador. And I didn't just get up and wake up one morning and say, Kao Denero is the entertainment ambassador. I'm appointed by His Excellency the President. So sometimes it baffles me when people do such, but it's all good. I'm still moving. I'm still chilling. I'm still pushing on,
Okay. But have you tried to bridge that gap, bring all of them together? Because there's this saying, a house divided against itself cannot stand.
Definitely.
Have you been able to pull everybody together?
I've tried my best, and I'm continuing to do so. I've engaged a lot of different stakeholders in the industry. But it's very dangerous when the young people are so invested in politics. I'm not understanding. It's a common understanding because it happens in different countries.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, you have young artists that get involved in politics, but they understand that after political season, they come back to themselves and they work along, and get what they get. But in Sierra Leone, it's like a do or die thing. Once you cross the line of politics, ain't no coming back.
And I think that's dangerous.
Very, very, very dangerous. And people are missing out on a lot of opportunities. People are missing out on a lot of things. So that's where it gets treacherous when it comes to our industry. Most people would not even like to stand and take a picture with you, because of your political affiliation.
Yeah.
Because they feel threatened that tomorrow the doors that they knock on to get help will not help them no more. Oh, you're standing with that guy, or you're working with that guy, or you're selling out,
Yeah.
So things of that nature is happening. So it actually keeps a lot of guys away. Once you take on working for public, you're working as a public officer, you're working for the government, not everybody is willing to stand with you, which is totally wrong. It's totally,
because I believe we should look at the bigger picture. It's Sierra Leone. It's us. Not
they don't see it like that,
me versus them.
I don't believe in that. I don't know if it's because I grew up in the States,
Probably that's
it's a different,
because the
mindset is totally different.
Yeah.
I remember when Collabo was the president of All Star. When I had issues, I would reach out to him. Me and Collabo was in cars running around when my shows was being banned. Back then, I was with Collabo. We trying to see how we can get the ban off.
Wow.
I didn't look at it like, oh, he's with this political party, so I shouldn't speak to him or I shouldn't engage him. No, I understand, okay, you have a responsibility as a Sierra Leonean, so it looks, I have to work with you. So I was expecting the same, but I'm not getting the same,
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but hey, we move on.
We move.
We are positive, we are strong, and we're going to conquer.
It is what it is. We keep it
Exactly.
moving. All right. Welcome back, guys. Dope, dope sound. The lyrics, calm, man.
Yeah,
What's that
yeah,
the
yeah.
inspiration keep coming so? I love the message.
Life. Arts
Yeah.
reflect life. It's just from experience and
Mm-hmm.
a gift from God. For putting rhymes then together, put words them with the rhyme.
Yeah.
Touch people them. Impact them. That's all it is. But glory
Okay.
to God.
Yes, all
Yeah,
glory to him.
yeah,
So now let's talk about the event. Yeah.
no doubt.
Where and when, what time is it gonna start and happen?
Well, it's funny, right? I'm the
Mm-hmm.
entertainment ambassador, so I'm the task for me to get an auditorium, a performance center, is on my head.
Yeah.
And I realized there was a time when I was trying to do this event. I'm cracking my head. Where am I going to do this show?
Mm-hmm.
There's no venue that
Yeah.
because the stadium is under reconstruction.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully, I partnered with a company called SKM.
Okay.
Shout out to SKM. It's a local company, and some business people that saw the need that it's advantageous for us to partner.
Yeah.
So we engaged on a few meetings and we closed the deal. So we decided that we're doing this event, that will actually, compensate the classic album The Heroes is. Sugarland Beach is the venue
Okay.
at the Godrich. If you're familiar with Emergency,
Yes.
it's a very prestigious beach, a classic
Mm.
place. One of the best in the city. Last year, I actually took my fans to Tokyo. We did the Back to My Root Festival over there.
Yes. Yeah.
They still came out as far as Tokyo is.
Mm-hmm.
The
'Cause
fans,
they love you.
they came out, which was shocking to me, and it actually made me appreciate them more.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like, okay, these people have really, really, invested in my career. So I considered that when we were searching for a location,
Okay.
a venue. I said this time let me bring it closer to the city so my fans don't have to really commute that far. So Sugarland Beach is the venue, and it's November 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a beautiful Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of artists that's been showing support that
Okay.
want to be part of this movement, to see how best we can celebrate the Victorious Heroes album. And more importantly, now we have artists from different countries in Africa competing with Kyle. They're watching what I do. If I go to England and do a show, they want to go there too to do a show. So now we're taking the lead. It used to be the case where we watching them and
Yeah.
trying to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like there's a funny rapper from Cameroon, like trash, really substandard rapper, that's been like real corny dude, man.
Oh yeah, is
Like-
he coming at you?
He's been trying to. Really, this is a guy
What did
that
you do to him to provoke him that
well,
much?
I set a trap, but he didn't fall for the trap. I was trying to get him on the song just so his fans can understand how wacky he is.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To show the fans in Cameroon, what real hip hop is.
Yeah.
But he was ducking. He kept ducking, and he wasn't ready for the smoke. So pretty much, he's like a fan. Whatever I do, like he made a list of his top 5 best rappers in Africa, and I'm on the list, ironically. So he's a fan. He's a groupie, somebody really that's been admiring me and want to be like me. So it's funny, I saw, somebody sent me something where he was mentioning my name that he dissed me and I'm not ready to respond. It would be a waste of time. You know how we say in Creole, a bad market?
Yes.
He's taught a bad market. So I would not even waste my time to engage him. My fans will be mad at me like, damn, Kyle, you Jovi
Yeah.
or whatever his
You
name
need
is.
to do something.
Kovi, you dissing that guy? Like really, really, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I just had to touch on that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's very important for Sierra Leonean fans to start recognizing the changes that's happening. We used to admire these guys. We used to be the ones that's watching outside. Now they're watching us. You know what I mean? They're starting to watch us. Trust me, my social media is being followed secretly by a lot of big artists in Africa. They're watching my moves. That's why sometimes it's a little painful when your own people, they don't even have the common sense to understand that. Let me don't come under this guy's post and say certain things. Because there's a lot of other people watching. He's representing our country. If I want to make a point to him, I'm going to go to his inbox. Let me send him a DM. Hey, Kyle, you made a mistake. Hey, Kyle, this is this. But don't come publicly publicly, I don't know why they
Discredit
thrive on
your
that.
own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to really stop that. For the fans watching over there outside, please, let's be mindful because all these guys are watching. They are watching. They know who Kao Denero is. They watch. They know Sierra Leone. They know we have a movement here, a vibrant music scene that's coming up. But sometimes we defeat the purpose.
Yeah.
When we come and attack and bash each other publicly, it makes people back off. They're like, man, these guys are not even united. Look how they're treating themselves. We don't want to be part of that. Yeah. It's very, very important.
Yeah. Unity is strength. Unity is power.
I mean, you can beef. Okay, let me give you the story. One time I was in New York. I went to a barber shop. The guy that was cutting my hair is a Ghanaian guy. He's the same guy that coached Chatawale's hair, Sarkodie, all those guys when they go to New York. So we talking, and he was having a conversation with somebody else, and they start talking about how Ghana is very dangerous with juju. I was like, you guys have that in Ghana? Because I never would believe that they have that kind of problem in Ghana. Yeah. You will never see it on the social media. That's not the picture they portray. Yes. This guy was like, what? You don't know? He's like, Ghana is more dangerous than any country in Africa with black magic. I was shocked. I'm like, wow. But they are doing a great job. That's not the narrative about Ghana when it comes to the public space. All you hear about Ghana is, beautiful black star. Yeah. We are the kings of Africa, black pride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if rice is how much it costs in Ghana, how much the electricity situation. I was in Ghana when I went to record with Sarkodie for 2 weeks. Actually, more than that. I was there for like a whole month. I was getting blackouts. Hearing crazy blackouts. You will never know Ghana will be experiencing blackout at this stage. So Africa is Africa. Yeah. And sometimes it's funny, like my Nigerian brothers, them with their issue, they always feel like they're not even Africa. Africa is Africa. There's poverty there. There's blackouts there. There's people going through serious situation. But they tend to keep that and just promote the positiveness of their country. Yeah. This is the only place I see you go take a picture at the beach. You're chilling. Somebody will be mad about that. They will just pick the negative aspect of the picture just because you're putting out Sierra Leone in a positive light. Yeah. They will bash at you for taking a picture at the beach. But you can catch a put okay, and go take your picture too. It's free.
Yes, please.
So we have to change that mentality,
yes, it's the mentality, and we need to portray Sierra Leone in a positive
light.
Big
time.
Yes. So now about the show, what can fans expect? Within some of the things that they put together for fans, make them get a remarkable time with you.
I mean, I always learn. I don't want to sit down and make like I know everything. Okay. But I feel like, people who don't go Kao Denero shows in the past, they will tell you, they are very entertained, well entertained, and they left there happy. That's why you see people always want to come when I say I have a show. And it's been a long time they haven't really gotten a Kao Denero show. It's been I would say, the last show was the Back to My Roots Festival. Yeah. But a full-blown Kao Denero event is long overdue, and the fans are craving for something. I mean, performance-wise, the energy is still here. Definitely I can still do 2-3 hours of performance, no sweat, still can deliver that. And I just want people to know that it's going to be explosive. It's something, it's going to be different. I always tend to keep some tricks off my sleeve, have some surprises, definitely something they don't want to miss. It's going to be huge. All my fans all over the country, even in the provinces, we're getting calls from different parts of Sierra Leone, people that are excited for this November 2nd date. They want to be part of it. They want the experience. And I will advise, if you're still making up your mind, it's something that you have to put on your schedule and your calendar that, November 2nd, you're going to be at the Sugarland Beach.
Okay. So is it going to be all about Kao or are there other artists that will be performing?
Oh, most definitely. I cannot do it alone. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm just considering the fact that I'm the entertainment ambassador. I always have to do it along with others, you know? That's my MO, bringing and working with others. So, for now we have Speedo on the flyer. We have Stazizi, who's my sister. We actually flew to New York together on a flight. We stayed at the same hotel. Love to Zizi, you know, of course, Empress P, you know, so many artists for your, you know, my man Fine Face, you know, the younger artists that's on the album, they're all gonna be there. You know what I mean? The support has been very overwhelming, and I'm looking forward. I'm excited, and I feel like it's going to be one of my best events.
Okay, so what time is the event gonna kick off?
We're going to start early because you know my catalog is so huge. You know, sometimes when I just come on stage once, you know, I feel like, you know, I'm cheating the fans because they're looking forward to hearing me or seeing me perform so much more. You know, so there's a possibility of me starting early, maybe like around 9, 10,
Okay.
take a break and come right back and do another set. You know, so this is that kind of event, you know, to where, you know, I might be coming twice, you know, on stage, you know, because I have so much. I want to remind them from the past, the present, and the future, you know. So we have so much music to touch on performance wise. And of course, it's going to be live performance. There's no playback. We know they go mime the. Nah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the instrumental playing, and we
Okay.
performing that, you know, like I always do. People that know me, you know, even when I was in New York performing, it was live performance, just the beat playing, and I'm rocking on. So, I mean, I'll be encouraging the guest artists to do the same, you know, so we can start to do things on that level,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. So will fans have any opportunity to interact with you come that day?
Well, you know, it's chaotic.
Yes. Hence why I'm asking.
It's chaotic, you know, to say, oh, let me come mingle with the fans.
Yes.
They want pictures. That's most of the time. That's what
Mhm.
they want. They want pictures to feel like I was at this event. So you never know, you know. I would think about it,
Okay.
you know. But it's just that if you take pictures with 50, just know you got to take pictures with 1,000,000. You know, because like
Yes.
once you start it, like excuse me, once you start to do it, you know, orders tend to start to come.
Yeah.
You know, and it gets more, and we get sidetracked from the show, the event itself.
Yeah.
And the main reason for the event is to come and entertain them so they can enjoy. We're making sure that, you know, we get them the best music. We're making sure, you know, security wise, you know, we're going to have a lot of VIPs and regular fans, you know, so we want this to be something very well organized, you know, something that we can be proud of, you know, to where other African countries and entertainers see that, they understand that, oh, okay, you know, this is well put together, you know, that kind of vibe, you know.
Okay.
So, and we open to sponsors, you know, like everything you see right now on the streets has been done with me and my partners, you know. So, any company out there that's interested, they want to be part of this event, hey, let's discuss, let's have a discussion. We are more than like open to like, you guys are welcome.
Okay. Will there be any media presence, or like is the program going to be streamed live?
That aspect,
You
I
haven't thought about
haven't
it?
thought about it yet.
Okay.
You know, I think, you know, there's going to be definitely media presence.
Okay.
You know, we're gonna have all the media houses to come out and get, you know, some content. You know, but it's a commercial thing too. So you have to be mindful of that, of putting it stream. Unless if it's a business done to where we negotiate, to where, you know, me and myself and the partners, we benefit something from the streaming, then we can approach that option, you know. But for now, it's strictly you come to the event, you enjoy yourself, you have fun, you enjoy the performances, and you know what I mean, something memorable.
Memorable.
Yeah.
Is it a free event or a ticketing event?
No, it's a ticketing event. Of
Okay.
course, it's an album release.
Okay.
You know, it's not something I'm doing for the entertainment office.
Okay.
You know, if I was doing an event for the entertainment office, like I was doing all those little events, yes, definitely it was free. But this one is a Kao Denero as an artist. You know,
So
when
the
after
tickets
you
out now?
was that
Do
no,
you-
the tickets are not out yet,
Okay.
but pretty much soon they'll be available. Yeah, you know when you put in a lot of work, you want to get reimbursement from that work.
Absolutely.
You know, that's all this is
Absolutely.
about.
Mhm.
You know, it's like the fans are giving back to me for the kind of work and the content that I dished out for them. You know, so it's like payback time.
Okay. So, of course, Cal, you've done a lot already. You've done a lot. What legacy would you want to leave when it comes to your music? What legacy would you want to leave for Sierra Leone and the upcoming artists and other people that might be looking to take a journey into music? What legacy would you like to leave?
Well, that's a very good question. You know, I feel like sometimes, you know, God already designed your legacy, subconsciously without you even knowing it. Musically, I believe it will be in the history books that Kao Denero was the first entertainment ambassador in Sierra Leone. That's a legacy itself, you know. Congratulations to myself and the fans and His Excellency for making that happen for Kao Denero and the entertainment industry. I believe, most people feel like, oh, Kao should stop doing music now. But I wonder sometimes they're not saying that to Steady Bongo. Steady Bongo one time told Lord Mo that he had just started. He had just started doing music. You know, you have people 10 times older than me still actively doing music.
Yeah.
I don't know why my retirement is something so huge to a lot of people. I guess it's because I've been shining for too long. I became popular when I was like probably 19. So people have been seeing me winning for too long. Like they feel like, do so now.
Yes. They will have come.
But really, we can all come.
Yes.
We can all come. I can do it how they do. You can come and still do what you do. You know what I mean? The moment they start thinking that I'm blocking them from achieving something, that's when they lose. You have to believe that this guy can do his own thing without affecting me. I can do my own thing. It's enough space for everyone. Okay. So my legacy really is making sure that Sierra Leone is recognized on a global stage. I feel like I would have achieved that long ago, but because of the lack of support, because of the divide, because we don't believe in one vision we don't give merit or credit to who credit is deserved. We tend to go against the truth. The truth is, Kao Denero is the best rapper from Sierra Leone. I don't know, 10, 20 years from now, maybe somebody else will pop up. Sometimes I have to say this thing. If anybody want to challenge that on a rap tip, okay, to each his own. You can do your thing. But the voting from the public, that's what they believe. So we should all rally behind that. And if we do rally behind that, we will get to that mission. Like we will achieve that goal. The goal of getting that global recognition. And it comes with awards. It comes with, people tend to help other artists from Sierra Leone grow, believing that somebody great came from this land. That's what Sarkodie and them are doing. There's Manifest. He's dope. But the whole Ghana rally behind Sarkodie. That's why you got the 4 BET awards. Like the Ashantis will not say we're not supporting Sarkodie because Manifest is Ashanti. They will not say, oh, we'll support. You know what I mean? We have those little sentimental things in Sierra Leone. You'll just have one artist and a bunch of his tribesmen will rally behind him and just deny you, even though you deserve that credit. And they will just rally behind their tribe brother and make him look like bigger than what he is. But the truth is the truth, So, and the legacy too is I want people to remember me to be somebody that grew. You remember when Kao Denero used to have issues with violence, with problems with Triad Crew, with Yoke 7. It was not just music. It was on the streets with me. It's trouble. So
crazy. We've
been doing it those days, but there was a time that I made the calculative move that I have to grow beyond that.
Yeah.
I have to watch what I say. I have to watch my words. I cannot come and start insulting people on social media publicly. You know what I mean? I have to mind my words because now I have the whole country watching me. I don't want to be remembered for that. Yeah. But that doesn't make me a punk. You cannot walk up on me and I don't defend myself. It's going to be trouble. You cannot touch the president because you know what's going to follow. You cannot touch Kao Denero because something's going to follow. But I tend to keep it peaceful. I tend to just focus on achieving the goal and putting that positive energy out there, and show growth.
Yes.
That you can grow from being, because when you do music, they say, oh, nah, man, are you fans? Oh, nah, gangster them. But I tend to learn how to grow from that stereotype and just be positive in our society. So I think they will remember Kao Denero for that as well.
Beautiful, beautiful said. Okay, because of time, what would be your final courtesy? What would be your final word out there to listeners and viewers?
Well, definitely, You're going to experience the acapellas on November 2nd, at the Sugarland Beach. You're going to hear Kao Denero spitting things like, yo, the kid is great though. They try to use him like a scapegoat. No cap, flavor pack, for sure the tape though. Pockets is fatter. Drop top, Mustang, la face passo do cara, de cacho go gada. Possess the fundamentals, serenade this instrumental, blab it through your dentals. Make sure you possess these credentials straight from the sewer. Big bag pursuer. If your chick fly, just dig that I can do it. Different styles and flavors, investment, cash tax to savers. Lounging in the crib as I watch the Lakers. The kid a rude boy, like Rash Jamaicans. Flammable, they say they never got the game in you. Brothers with no hustle, man, just shaming you. Stand strong, never let the struggle bring the change in you.
Come on.
My motto is to get all I can get from A to Z. Just like the alphabet, my people hustle for the bundle. Dr. Pope of the Blacks, the jungle. No time for games. Better tell those cats be humble. Get it all by any means necessary. Paper boy, call me the secretary. When I get a bag, trust you, the checks is heavy. Get it how you live, whatever that you do, boy, banker. Even if you're not Yahoo, boy.
I have to give you that, man.
Thank you.
Dope.
It's just
and
a little
guys,
something,
I know, beautiful.
flexing.
Yes, you are the man.
Thank you.
You are the man.
Thank you.
And that's
Appreciate
a
it.
wrap